What is good, everyone? What's going on? It's your guy, Pat Bernard, reporting to you live from my home. No. So let's talk about this Philadelphia Flyers game. Another loss. Seems like the season's loss. They are now sitting at the 15th seed in the Eastern Conference. But at least we got free hockey tonight, right? We got tons of stuff going on. We have the Flyers doing their thing, but again, this is a better game that we saw for the past three games where they've been blown out. They've actually set the tone. They actually got on the scoreboard. Rango Alblas gets the Flyers going with Nick Duorle being back in the lineup. He finds it back in the net, gets his first career goal. The Flyers would, set the tone and played decent for the first period of hockey. But there's been a problem with this team. This team just can't not play 3 periods of hockey. They just can't. They are struggling bad. There was too many times tonight out there in Utah that I saw those guys getting opportunity after opportunity being in the offensive zone. This sucks. My man Frankie James checked into the show. Don't you know? Don't you know? What's up, brother? Hey, listen. I know I was just talking to you prior to the show there, Mr. Frankie James, but this team is in bad shape, and I know, Danny Briere moved on from Morgan Frost and Joel Farabee, but those guys had some. Those guys were putting on some points. I think they're both. Morgan Frost had 8 points. Or no, Morgan Frost had 11 goals. Joel Farabee had 8, but still, this team is in bad shape, and they missed out on Owen Tippett tonight. And still, it's just they are showing no life on the ice, other than Sam Harrison, who I've been rough on. There's been no life. It's crazy. So Tyson Forster would have get a Sean Couturier looked like he was going to shoot a goal. Aim for the puck, aim for the net. He went to go shoot it in. Tyson Forster would then get a nice little tip in, and then he would get his 14th career goal. But Dylan Guenther was the story tonight. Dylan Guenther was the big-time story tonight, obviously. I mean, right there in the third period, I mean, you knew because the Utah Hockey Club was hanging around offensively, had plenty of opportunities to find the back of the net. And then Dylan Guenther, between two defenders, unloads and unleashes to the back of the net, get his 17th goal of the season. And then he puts one away in overtime. My man Frankie James says Farabee was losing his upside, and we knew we weren't going to keep him. Frost finally showed some good trade upside. The two players that we've got are good whenever they get here. You see, Frankie James, this is why I'm going to need you to get on my other show, on my Sunday morning show, because both those guys only have 4 goals. I mean, how much of an upside do those guys really have? I mean, to me, I just feel like Danny Briere, knowing that this Eastern Conference is a tight race to the playoffs, there's like 9 teams that are involved, and he cashed out. He knew this was too tough right now, and listen, he freed up on cast space. This team's hurting. I don't know if this team's even involved. Frankie James then says they're bringing the right people to surround. That's a better story to survive. Surround Mitchkov. He goes, man, I don't know why I'm not on the show now. I don't know why you're not on there either. You're the man. I have to send you an invite. I mean, you're going to have to walk me through this because I'm just seeing pain and agony. And tonight was just another episode of pain and agony, other than the first period. And Sam Harrison actually kept this team involved. I mean, Sam Harrison faced 42 shots. He stopped 40 of them. Oh, I definitely will. Let's go send him. But yeah, again, Flyer fans, if you're watching this show tonight, tell me, what did you guys see? I mean, I'm upset. I'm very upset. It's. I hope this is not going to become the new norm with this hockey team. I mean, there's Travis Konecny getting frustrated. It's all different signs of life out there, and it's a shame because they look like there was competitive hockey for first period of hockey for the first, but after that, what happened? What happened out there tonight? Losing pucks in the neutral zone everywhere. So, I mean, Flyer fans, if you're checking in tonight, it's tonight was sad. I mean, they looked lost out there for second, third period of hockey. They had some scoring opportunities, but again, it wasn't cordial. It didn't look like organized hockey out there for them. It looked like street hockey, just winging it. There's no plans. Uh-oh. I think I woke somebody up. He's angry. He told me he was angry. Let's bring him on. My man, my good buddy, don't you know, my man, Frankie James.
Don't you know? Don't you know? I told you I wanted to come on. So let me jump in. First of all, tough Flyers loss. Urson literally kept them in this game the entire time. But I want to talk about real quick, so I'm not going to take over the show. And thanks for having me, brother, as always. Losing Farabee and Frost was pretty unexpected. Now listen, he had a strong year, and then he just really started to decline. He was a healthy scratch a few times. Doesn't help. You could see that his stock was just declining, and Frost the last season or two has had his stock start to grow because he's been playing so well. Now, I'm surprised with the move is because we're not very strong at center, but so Kuzmenko, who we got from Calgary, so he played with Mitchkov in the KHL. So let's keep that in mind. So now we have another player that's going to play with Mitchkov, another Russian player, which now has opened up doorways for us to bring in Shabanov, who is Maxim Shabanov, who is over in the KHL. He's the number 2 player over there right now. He's number 2 in points in the entire league, and the KHL is probably the second most competitive league behind the NHL. He's favorite to come to the Philadelphia Flyers. He's 24 years old. His contract with the KHL ends after their season's done, and the Flyers are favorite. And I think the reason why the Flyers are favorite is because we are now starting to grow, and we're not to mention Mitchkov, but we're bringing in other Russian players. So we hope that these two big moves that we made with bringing in the two new players, obviously when they get here, hopefully, but they're young and they're hoping that it works. They're hoping that Kuzmenko can immediate impact with Michkov and obviously the long term development of Pelletier. So hopefully that can work. Pelletier's a two-way force. He can play both ends of the puck, which is always good to have having those two-way players. We see that Couturier, obviously a former Selkie winner. I see a lot of that in Noah Cates, another potential high-end Selkie player. We're playing two-way hockey, and now you're going to bring in another one. Speed, two-way. Once again, when last time I was on your show, I said like wins and losses this season wasn't really going to be my one thing I wanted to focus on. I wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to build around Michkov, and they're doing a really good job at that. But from the game standpoint, I mean, you didn't win a face-off in overtime. They maintained possession. We looked absolutely gassed and exhausted. You have Dylan Gunther coming back after 12 games not playing, lights the lamp on the tying goal, and then he wins it in overtime. I mean, it's a cool story. He was out the last 12 games, but it's tough loss, man.
Yeah, Frank. I mean, there was a play where Dylan Gunther in that third period between two defenders. I mean, just walked down Broad Street and unleashed it, and there was not.
He's a stud.
He is a stud,
and
we had no answer.
Oh, I mean, look at the shots. I mean, they put over 40 shots on net. We had within the 20s. They completely outshot us. And when you see, I mean, 1+1 is 2. Like you see, obviously we're getting outshot tremendously. So what are we seeing there? We're on the defensive of side of things the entire game. I mean, we had the goal from I can't remember who scored a goal, but big shout to him because he scored his first NHL goal. But it was tough. We were gassed. We were gassed the whole game. That game should have been 5-6, not 6-1.
No, and you're right. And the kid, Rango Ambulis, he gets his first career goal. Then you have the Tyson Forrester. He gets a little tip from Jean Couturier, which made it interesting. Again, this team had a 2-1 lead. But after that, it was just, like I said, that third period was torturous because, like you said, the guys, a lot of these guys look gassed. They look like they just want to go home and get in front of the Philly crowd. But it's tough because Travis Konechny looked like he was at some point, during the game looked like he was a little frustrated and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a frustrating loss, man. It's a frustrating loss for all the way around. But obviously I'm going to be Mr. Positivity here. Seeing Tyson Forrester get another goal, I mean, his upside is just growing tremendously. I'm going to be the positive potato here, Pat Bernard.
I like that. I like someone to be the positive potato because I'm negative Nancy.
No, you're not negative Nancy. You're a fan, and that's why I try to give my perspective to open up your mind a little bit. To positive.
Well, I appreciate it because my mind is very close tight. It's a tight sphincter. So anyway. It's I want to go over some of the scoreboards from last, if you want to call it last night, since it's early Thursday morning. So here it goes, Wednesday morning rather. The Capitals take care of the Panthers tonight. The Capitals win 6-3. Man, how you feel?
Ovi with another one. Ovi, that's all it's all about. He scored one, just barely got it in there. He's 17 away.
He's on pace.
It's awesome.
He's on pace. And it's great to say because if in my childhood watching following hoops, it went from Jordan to Kobe, the great eras of players in hockey. I mean, it goes from Gretzky, Lemieux. I mean, the greats are the greats, and he's on pace to follow right into the footsteps.
He's the greatest goal scorer that the NHL's ever seen. I'm grateful to be able to have watched him this long.
To watch him, I mean, we all know he could snipe away from that face-off circle like no one else. Yeah, he's tight. The Devils win 3-2 over the Penguins in Pittsburgh in overtime. The Lightning take care of business tonight against the Senators, winning 4-3. Another team that came out of nowhere as the Senators actually has been playing some decent hockey as a league. A team is actually
killing it.
Yeah, Uncle Claude he's taking care of business.
Claude's killing over there.
Yeah. The Sabres have actually won are on a 3-game winning streak and took care of the Blue Jackets at home, winning 3-2. The Boston Bruins spank the Minnesota Wild, winning 3-0. The Islanders with the upset over the Golden Knights, winning 2-1. The Jets have now won 7 straight and took care of the Hurricanes at home when winning 3-0. The Oilers win 3-2 in overtime against the Blues. The Maple Leafs win 6-3 versus the Flames. The Flyers lose
Joel
3-2
Farabee
against
with one tonight too, by the way.
Utah.
Joel
Yeah.
Farabee gets first in Calgary.
Oh, so tonight was his first game out there?
No. He's already played, but he just got his first goal.
Okay.
His first goal the other night.
And then
contributing.
And the red hot Red Wings looking to win their 8th game in a row against the Kraken as they are leading right now in the third period, winning 4-3. And you have the Abs losing right now to the Canucks, losing 2-0. So a lot of upsets. And, of course, the Ducks and Stars going at it right now. And Ducks right now winning 1-0 against those Stars. So, again, a lot of action going on as far as the NHL slate.
Let me give you a quick take real fast before you end. Winnipeg Jets, they've had incredible year. My bold prediction: they get knocked out first round of the playoffs.
You think they're going to run out of fuel by the playoffs?
Yeah, first round. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think they're built for playoff hockey. Not yet.
It's tough for me.
The goalie's incredible, but I don't know. I just got that feeling. Man.
Listen, we've watched hockey enough where I've seen a great Capitals team for years.
I was just
sit in first place and then by
President's Cup winner.
And then and then they come playoff time, they're out of fuel. So you have that going on. Player of the game, I'm going to go Sam Arison. Sam Arison to me is what kept the Flyers in it throughout the course of the whole game. Like I said, faced 42 shots, stopped 40 of them, 42, and of course gave up the overtime goal. But I mean, really, kudos to that guy. I mean, he played like a stud.
People are starting to wonder now if he's going to be, if he's the goalie of the future. I think that's still undetermined. Who knows? Right now, he's playing well.
If I had a conversation with Joe Watson back in late spring last year, he says he loves this kid. He loves Joe. He loves what Sam Erskine can bring to the table. You need that complimentary goaltender to go with him, and the sky's the limit for this kid. Then I'm going to go with the grades of the game. I have to go D+. I thought Sam Harrison played well. I thought the first period was great, and then after that was a complete
D+.
Yeah, that's like a normal grade I would get at Lincoln.
D+. DG is obviously my all-star. I mean, if I'm going to go Flyer, monster game, came back. I give this game a. I mean, I saw some positive things. I mean, I'll give it a C just because I'm going to give it a B because we lost, but. Seeing Tyson keeps producing. Urson showed again while he has should be considered for the number 1 spot in the future. But once the Michkov show isn't going to be all season. People are when he's not producing like the way he was early on. People question marks about that.
I was just going to ask you.
2026, 2027 will be a top 3 team in the NHL.
FJ, I was just about to ask you. I mean, has this kid hit a brick wall right now?
No. I just think there's with I can only hope that he understands what his position is and like what the whole rebuild aspect of things. But I'm sure he's you just lost Frost, you just lost Farabee, guys that he's played with. I know he's played with Frost often. He's just moved out, so now you have to figure out more pieces to put around them, and they made the two moves with the 2 new players coming in, and we'll see how that goes, man. I hope he's just fine. He's a 30-35 goal scorer, possibly even pushing 40 in the future. His first year, he's already doing incredible, better than half of our team. His immediate impact. 2026, 2027, they will be between top 5 team in the NHL. Mark my words, write it down, clip it. 2026.
Wow, I am.
2 years.
2 years from now, we'll be a.
They'll be a top 5.
Wow. And listen, the key, though, is, Danny Briere, if you listen to his message, we freed up cap space. So we got
That's when we're gonna bring in the big player. Like there's not gonna be that big signing until then. But when we do have it, we're gonna be able to do a lot. Like it's gonna be fine. I mean, all these draft. We're going into the deepest draft I think ever, and we have 8 picks in the first 2 rounds.
That's absurd.
And people that aren't don't really follow hockey itself, kind of like I do. Just keep that in mind. Let's put the pieces around Michkov. Let's watch some good hockey because they're still playing some good hockey. They're obviously not in the mix of things, but they're not the worst team and losing every game. So we're still seeing some wins. Patience, my friends.
I'm trying to be patient. I understand, because again, I guess a lot of people like myself saw a little bit of a light last year. Thought, because it was a bunch of young cats they had on the team,
and two of those young cats are gone now.
And now,
so you never know what's going to happen, baby.
Those foundational pieces are no longer here, and now they're bringing 2 guys they're not committed to. They're going to see how they pan out with Mitch Cobb, and yes. So again, it's what's going through the mind of Danny Barrera because I can never figure it out. My mind's wrapped up like a pretzel. And you listen, it's not it's not too bad to always think about pretzels either. But anyway, listen, guys, listen, we're getting ready to wrap up the show. Listen, the Flyers lose. Hopefully, turn around. Well, I can't see them turn around Thursday against the Capitals, but maybe they can turn around this
Penguins
against the Penguins on Saturday night.
I'll be there live and in person.
Where are you? All right,
and then I have a game right after.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah,
there's my favorite games of the play. Right when I get done watching the Flyers, and then I go out on the ice. I'm like, hey, come on, let's go.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys. This is my man, Frankie James. Guys, give him a follow. All social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube. Yes, the knuckle pucks. You know what I mean? Give Frankie here a good follow. He's great. I love chatting hockey with him. You know what I mean? He's goes to a rival high school and all that stuff, but that's okay. I'm going to ignore that hoodie. It's making me vomit inside. Yes. But anyway, guys, give him a follow. He's a great guy. I love Frankie. Frankie, you're always more than welcome to hop on here and talk some puck. Whatever you tell. Always. You're on the course. You tell me how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here to help. That's all.
But anyway, guys, everyone have a great night. Go Flyers and stay safe, everyone.